Alright, here we go in round one. We do have 2 lands, a clue stone, and lots of low drops, plus every one of our colors. So we're going to keep this, and we have a dragon shift. Our opponent mulligan down to 6, and off we go. I had taken a little bit of break from online Magic. If you've watched my videos, the last Gatecrash draft I recorded is the last draft I have done. Like I said, I did do a live pre-release of Dragon's Maze, and I did do a, I went 3-1, so I won I won 6 packs on my pre-release, and then I did a Friday Night Magic where I ended up with a Grixis deck, a little bit different than this one. I purposely tried to get a few more creatures this time. I did have trouble with flyers in that draft, even with some good removal, but we'll see. I guess we'll go ahead and let the Spike Jester get in there, being as aggressive as we are. It doesn't look like we need any Doorkeepers at the moment, so obviously if we want the mill plan, we should get in there with those guys, but let's do some damage. Maybe put him on the defensive a little bit, and if he doesn't play anything, he'll be in trouble. If we don't draw a land, we'll be in trouble, probably. So, see how it goes. Alright, so I guess, again, gonna have problems with that flyer, probably, but I guess the race is on. It would be pretty sweet to draw a land and play a Splatter Thug. That is neither a land nor the ability to play Splatter Thug. Alright, well I guess we're attacking and playing a Doorkeeper because we have no other options. Also, I mean, the other possibility is, you know, if we draw 3, play a Pilfered Plans to try to play more, get more land. But the thing is, at this point, while being stuck on 3 would be kind of a bummer. We can play everything, even though we can't, you know, we can't overload this, but it's still good as a one, you know, it's even good as a trick. You play it on when they attack in with this guy and you bait them in. You know, it's not the best way to play it, it's not what I'm trying to do, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's going to put a stop to the Spike Jester for the moment. And the plan is to hopefully draw a land here, otherwise we probably are going to be in trouble. Yeah, that's not what I was trying to find. And I don't even think I can really bluff an attack here, because I think at 14 he has to block. And I don't have anything I can do about it, so I think a bluff is bad here. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep taking 2 in the air, and you know, if we ever got to the ability to play both of these at the same time with all our defenders, we might get there by the mill plan, but we'll see. It's hard to win any game of Magic stuck on 2 land. I mean, we opened with 2 and a Clue Stone, so it's a pretty reasonable keep, I think. Good news is, I mean, we got the ground fairly well locked up. All right, so now we got odd options. I think it's I mean, I think it's a little tough, actually. Pilfered Plans to draw 2 cards and try to hit a land. I think that's an okay play, but I think I'd rather do that next turn. And this turn, I think, because my Lobber Crew at the moment, or the Splatter Thug at the moment's not going to do me a whole lot of good, I think I'm going to play the Lobber Crew, pass it back, and... Well, I mean, I could also play the Clue Stone. No, I think I'm going to play the Lobber Crew, pass it back. At this point, I can play Dragon Shift to block the Sky Knight Legionnaire, if I have to. I can also play a Clue Stone and Grizzly Spectacle it next turn. I don't think Fortress Cyclops is all that amazing. I mean, he attacks and he's a 6/3. So, I mean, he's a good blocker. He's a 3/6 blocker, but he attacks and I'll just trade with a Spike Jester. So, at the moment, that's not doing a whole lot of good, I would say. I mean, I'm not that afraid of that guy. I'm more afraid of this guy. Again, having trouble with flyers, which, as I said, I'm not surprised by that. I'm still going to be at 11 after this turn. So, you know, it's not the end of the world yet. But I am going to have to come up with an answer for him. And Ogre Jailbreaker is not the exact one I was looking for. I think I'm going to play the Pilfered Plans, actually. Because even though I could play the Clue Stone and it guarantees I can hit a Grizzly Spectacle next turn, I think I'd rather draw 2 cards. I don't want to miss another land drop, and drawing 2 should help with that. So it is multicolored, so we'll deal our 1 damage first. And then we will go ahead and rock out a Pilfered Plans. We might as well mill this guy. The mill plan is definitely not doing anything for us just yet, but okay. So Pursuit of Flight would have been pretty bad for us. Primal Visitation's a pretty not good card. That card has been terrible always. I guess it would have been bad if he would have put it on this guy for now, but okay, well, we at least hit our land, which means while we can't do anything else this turn, come next turn, we can Grizzly Spectacle. And we, between our other Clue Stones, we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we can even ratchet up into a Dragon Shift. I think that when you overload this, the guys lose Defender. But I might actually pause for... In fact, I am going to pause for a second, look that up. I just want to know for sure, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I don't know that I for sure came up with a... for sure, but it appears that Defender is considered an ability, so if you lose that, it seems like you should be able to swing in and attack with everybody. That is my translation at the moment. Obviously, it would matter because if you can get in with 1/4/4 or 4/4/4, it makes a pretty huge difference. Either way, pretty sure. I mean, clearly this guy's probably got a hand of green cards since C2. Gonna have to play almost certainly a Grizzly Spectacle on that Sky Knight Legionnaire because I do not want to die to it. So, yeah. I guess that's what we're going to have to do. I mean, I could wait for his turn to do that. But I don't know that there's any benefit in doing that. In fact, I don't think that there really is. Also, if he plays a white creature and attacks with the Fortress Cyclops, I'm going to have to chump block with one of my Doorkeepers because I can't take 6 damage, obviously, and I lose to any kind of trick, so... So at this point in time, that's bad. At this point in time, that's bad. So, what I just said, I'm going to have to do and chump block with the Doorkeeper But, you know, it is what it is. Kind of got left behind a bit when we didn't draw a second land for quite some time. I'm not sure why he didn't attack with that guy. Seems like you should attack with that guy. But I'm glad he didn't. Probably gonna play... I mean, I could play double Cluestone. In fact, double Cluestone... Double Cluestone into Dragon Shift. Win? I think. I guess I have to look that rule up again to make sure, because otherwise, if so, I play double Cluestone into Dragon Shift next turn, win, I believe is the way we'll go. So, 1 second. Alright, again, didn't come up with an exact answer, but I think that's the way it works. And I think I want to have my mana out regardless. So that's what we're going to do, is play out all our Cluestones and try to play Dragon Shift next turn and win. So that's the plan, y'all. And if you're sitting home watching this screaming at me that they don't lose Defender, well, you should have screamed louder, because I'm pretty sure it loses Defender. Should have sent me an email, sent me a personal message on Magic while I'm playing right now to let me know, no, that doesn't work that way. Idiot, you're gonna lose. But I think it does work that way. And hopefully that one forest he just played doesn't make it so that I lose this turn. He's got 4 ground guys. I've got 4 ground guys. I mean, I could definitely lose this turn. There's got to be something that could definitely just kill me, like a Wrecking Ogre. Although if he had that, he wouldn't have needed the forest. Not really sure. Not really sure what else he could have got with a forest. I mean, I'm sure there's something. 1 card in hand and a forest. And if he passes here, I think we're going for it. I mean, we do need all our guys to get in there. In fact, because of that reason, maybe I don't want to. There's 4, 8, 12, 16. In fact, I think I'm not going to play it just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So I guess the best use of my mana is probably Ogre Jailbreaker, Splatter Thug, or maybe, I guess this way we'll know for sure whether our Defender works, and even if it does not, then we will know. Right? Right. Good? Good. Everyone in agreement? Good. So it's Ogre Jailbreaker, a leashed Splatter Thug, and then if he has some sort of removal spell for one of my guys, it shouldn't matter. He doesn't seem to be playing blue. I don't think I have to worry about like an Etherize or something like that. I don't think there's anything in red-white which just like fogs or anything like that. Okay, so if he draws a spell, we lose. Right. Right. If I did go for it right there, we would have lost anyway. Alright, so because he didn't draw a spell, we might win. In fact, I would say because he didn't draw a spell, we are going to win. Even if... Well, I guess only if Dragon Shift works. If Dragon Shift does not work on the Defender guys, we will not win. Okay, so we're going to Lobber Crew right now, and I figured out a way to win no matter what. So we're going to lob recruit before we play the Dragon Shift, and then even if my guys with Defender don't get it, we still have 3/4/4 dragons. He has no way to block them, so no matter what, we're going to hit for exactly 12. And we're about to find out whether Dragon Shift makes your guys with Defender able to attack. Let's learn together, shall we? Hopefully he doesn't concede before we find out the answer to this question. But he might. Okay, so there you have the answer. Doorkeepers can fly. And he has no cards, so there you have it. I was correct. It's always nice to be correct. So we'll go to sideboard. I still don't think I want a pit fight. I mean, Weapon Surge is never bad. Again, my biggest problem against his deck that turn was the flyers, which none of this is going to help me with, really. So, based on that, I think we're going to run it back. Let's see, was there anything in here particularly bad? No, Ultimate Price would have been okay. Not great, but okay. I think it's okay. I mean, it's not amazing by any stretch, but we won at 1 life. I think he was smart to play the way he did. All he had to draw is a non-land and he wins, but we got lucky, he didn't. I think that's good, but we're just gonna go ahead and run it back and see. Alright, so we'll go here, game 2. Gonna play quicker. I always say that, I always play slow. I think this is a fine starting hand. Our deck's slow anyway. We have a removal spell, we have a blocker, and we have an aggro card. So let's just go for it. Go for it. Hey, a Basilica Screecher. Alright, and we're still going to probably run out of Spike Jester and deal a few damage, if possible. If not, we'll just run out of Basilica Screecher and start extorting as we go. Alright, well, we might as well get in 3 while we can. Our hyper-aggressive deck that we were running here. I will say, even though our deck's very slow, you know, if he doesn't if he stumbles or he doesn't have, I mean, he's always going to have a 3-drop, I guess. Or maybe he's not going to have a 3-drop. Alright, I'm going to play this attack, and I have a Warped Physique in case I need it. It is an instant. You're gonna love it in an instant. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and march out the Basilica Screecher. We'll keep some air pressure on, plus we'll get some extort going. So I really did love the extort mechanic from the old Crash Gate. Okay, well, let's swing in there, see what happens. I don't know what red and white instants can jump out at you. We'll find out, I guess. I would say it's a pretty questionable keep if you have nothing you can play in your first 4 turns. That seems bad to me. Okay, not so good. Here, I don't really need to ramp into the Cluestone, I don't think, so I think I'd rather play the Guild Gate and I guess a Doorkeeper. Get my extort on. I mean, I can play Warped Physique on probably anything he plays and get in for another 4, and extort for 1 for 5. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna Warped Physique that. 1, 2, 3, for sure. So let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna play I can't play a Clue Stone. I can play a Clue Stone and Extort, but not use a Warped Physique, so I think I just want to kill that guy and swing for 4 plus my extra 1. Yeah, I think that's totally worth doing here. I'd say things are looking pretty strong for us with our super aggressive Spike Jester Basilica Screecher deck. And that's the only one I had, so there's no reason to hold cards in the old hand. I almost F4'd right through. Well, I did hit F4, but I almost skipped right through my turn. That would have ended up sad for me. If he doesn't play anything here, I don't know how he doesn't lose. Seems like you'd have to have a play here. Yeah, that's a play. So we're going to play the Clue Stone first and extort it before we attack. I don't think there's anything he can really do there, but I want to make sure I get that damage in. And for that exact reason, I'm not going to play my other Clue Stone this turn, because I want to swing for 1 and extort. Say things are looking good for Team Us. I mean, he has 7 mana and 4 cards in hand, so it seems like he has to have something he can play, right? I think he has to have something he can play. If he has removal for this, it's going to slow us down considerably, otherwise we should win next turn. That is not going to do it. I guess that is not going to do it either. Pursuit of Flight's good, but really the gain flying is what makes it good. So I think that should be game over. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if he had a way to remove this, he would have done so already, I think. So I don't think there's anything wrong with attacking first. Yeah, I didn't think so. So, I mean, that should do her, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so I don't think this deck is amazing by any stretch, but that went okay. I guess if your opponent doesn't play anything for 4 or 5 turns, Spike Jester is good. So I'll see you in round 2, and we'll see how that goes.